guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss on a Java programming question, that is occurrences in array. So that means what we are checking here exactly is we are checking how many times a integer or a character, whatever it might be, that particular array index value is repeated, how many times. So that's what we are checking, occurrences, how many times it is occurred in the given array. So here we have created a class occurrence in array, and then in the main method we have created array, integer type array, int array name equal to new int of 5. So the length of the array is, size of the array is 5. Okay, so we are adding the values by using array of 0 indexing. So 0th index is 2 3 4, like that we are adding some values. Okay, now the array is created. So array is having length as 5 and which is having 5 values 2 3 4 3 4. Okay, first approach we are following till now, it is common, like, so we need to check how many times 2 is repeated, how many times 3 is repeated, how many times 4 is repeated. So that's what we have to check here. So in the first approach, what we will do, we will use a HashSet. This is a collection concept. Okay, in the collection concept we will use the HashSet, and integer type we are using HashSet name equal to new HashSet. Why? Because we are storing, we will count each and every value, like first 2, and we will store them in the counted. Okay, later stages I will explain that as well. So for that we are creating on HashSet. Okay, you can see HashSet definition as well here. It is a Java util HashSet integer type. This class implements set interface. So remember that it is one of the interview question. It implements the set interface. Okay, HashSet is a class. So what here exactly will happen? It will go to the for loop I equal to 0, I less than or equal to array dot length. So it will go to till the end of the array. So this is for iteration I plus plus. Then if, listen, not means this condition, if this condition gets failed, then only it will execute. Okay, not counted dot contains of array of I. This means I will explain you simply. Example, first we will take this one, array of 0 is 2. So contains, so what it, where it will check that contains value in the counted. So this is a HashSet name. So in the counted HashSet that contains 2. So initial stages it is not having any data. So that's why this, what this condition will do, it is not contained. So condition is true. That's why it will enter. Here we are declaring, for counting purpose we have declared count as 0. Next, for int j equal to 0, j less than or equal to array dot length j plus the same. So this second array will iterate through the, it will iterate through the array, but it will check the remaining values. So initially we are checking with array of I. So the array of I is 0, it will not change for this. Okay, why? Because for the entire iteration of j, array value will become 0 only. So is equal to array of j. So initially it's 0 only. So 2 equal to 2 condition is satisfied. Then it will increment the value, count value, plus 1 value, count is 1 now. Then what happen? Array of next 0, same 2. Then it will check again array of j value. Now it becomes 1. Array of j is 3. Is it true? Condition is not true. That's why it will not increment. That is how the loop will work. So it will check all the values in the array and it will give the final count value. So that's what we are printing, system.out.println occurrences of array of I. So we are declaring that value array of I, whatever the value it is, it will take first 2, and is, we are printing the count as well. So finally what we are doing, we are printing each and every value and counted dot add of array of I. So we are adding to the HashSet finally. Okay, this is the first approach. I will print and I will explain you later this, whatever the output as well. In the approach 2, we will use the same for loop, but here instead of HashSet we are directly using array. Okay, we have created array, right? That array we are directly using here. Array of I is not equal to -1. Forget about this -1. We have taken some negative value. You can take -2, -3, whatever you want, just for the verification. Later stages we will declare whatever the visited value, right? That value will make it as -1 to avoid the repetition. So initially array of I, that is true. 2 is not equal to -1, condition true. So that will enter inside. So int count is equal to, initially only we are making the count as 1. Okay, here we made the count as 0. Why? Because here we are not checking this condition, initial condition. Okay, that's why we are making the count as 1 initial stage itself. Now what it will do, int j is equals to I plus 1. So here, sorry, here also we are checking, but here we are starting with I plus 1 value, not with 0. So we are excluding the first value. So we are, if we are checking array of 0 is equal to 2, then we are checking with 0 plus 1, the next value we are checking. That's why we haven't provided this count value as 0 initial stages. Next, array of I, what is that? 2 is not is equal to 3 in this case. No, condition is not satisfied. That's why it will not increment the count, but the value of array of I is 1 actually. So 2 is repeated one time, right? That's why we have provided 1 earlier stage only. Then what we are doing, array of j value, that whatever the value is there, right, that value we are making it as -1. The next iteration, what it will do, array of j, that value we already visited, it will say we have already visited that value. That means in this condition it will skip that, whatever the not visited value, right, for them only it will work. So that's why we are making array of j is equals to -1. Now we have to print the statement array of I equal to plus count, that particular count. Let me run the code and explain you. Okay, output as well. So in the first hash map, 2 is 1 time, 3 is 2 times, 4 is 2 times, like that. In the second as well, 2 is 1 time, 3 is 2 times. Like in the printf statement I have provided like this. That's why we got the 2 different outputs. So this is how this code will work. Okay, if you get any doubts, just comment down, like I'll explain you. And that's all about this code. Okay, thank you for watching. If you do like this content, please subscribe. It boosts my interest to do the more videos. Thank you so much.